So this is Family Electric Ghost, and this episode is Dirty Hands and Other Sordid Tales. Now, we use a lot of analog and hardware synths, but one of the synths that is kind of hidden hero for some of the latest songs we're doing is our Arturia Mini Brute 2S, because it has a state variable filter, which allows you to band pass, notch, high pass, low pass. And so that gives you a lot of capability in terms of sonic, dissonance or just the soundscape that you're working on, because you're not just working with a ladder filter, and not just a high pass or low pass. You have a band pass and a notch, so you've got some cool capabilities. Plus, you have two LFOs and a very extensive patch bay, and then a unique sequencer that can do gate and pitch and velocity, as well as custom modulation that you can kind of set to whatever you want. So rhythmically, we've been able to use the Arturia in combination with a math utility module to do, up to 3 LFOs of modulation. If we include our DFAMs, we can get another 2 LFOs. We have like 5 LFOs triggering all kinds of rhythmic patterns that are not even within a sequence. So that gives you a really cool rhythmic palette that is very interesting. And what we find is, some people have criticized some of the modular modes, like the DFAM and the Mother 32, for not having enough envelopes, not having enough LFOs. But you can always use these external LFOs, which we are doing. And we would say that the Moog sound doesn't really require the use of all those LFOs when you're doing leads and bass sounds. You can do a lot with what you get on a DFAM or Mother 32 to give you really nice, powerful, cut through the mix leads. It is interesting that, my Arturia I like a lot, but it does not give you the deep sounds or the really signature Moog sounds. You can't really get out of it. And, it's not a Moog. It does other things really good, the percussive stuff and kind of strange modulation stuff, but the Moog has actually got a superior tone for leads and bass that I find. But I use the Arturia where I need it. In particular, the song Dirty Hands has got some very interesting modulation going on. We've even got a System 1M from Roland doing some cool stuff with its LFO in the background, and also running through a Arturia BeatStep Pro. Now, there's additional rhythmic capability being brought in by the JDXI, and its drum part being extended with chain patterns on our Arturia BeatStep Pro. And then Josephine Electric is coming through a VT4 vocal transformer to create her voice from my voice. Now, the song Dirty Hands is a kind of an anti-Trumpian political electronic song, really stressing that our current president is very corrupt, more corrupt than Nixon, and has got his hands in all kinds of foreign I would say Manchurian candidate-like situations where he seems to be putting his own interest and the interest of other countries over the U.S. interest, despite whatever people in the Republican Party want to believe, because they seem to be very xenophobic and very anti-other, to the extent that they're ignoring our long-standing feud with socialist countries like China and Russia, where Trump has been, on the side of strongmen that hurt freedom, and does not seem to care about personal freedom other than his own personal freedom. And this song, Dirty Hands, just takes on the president and his really unethical behavior, and Josephine's just calling him on it. And, folks know us from Something Wicked. Our first record had the line, "Something wicked this way comes, TRUMP." So we've never hidden the fact that we're very anti-Trumpian. So, if you don't like that, then you can kind of drop off right now. The other song, Dissonance to Hard F, is a similar kind of song with more sexual focus, but it's what's similar about it is that it is using all those LFOs I mentioned with all these hardware synths to create this strange modulation rhythmic analog patterns, which you can only do on analog synths. And it's kind of like point in time. It's what you're playing with the knob per functions. You're playing with the sliders and the levels in real time to get rhythmic feedback. And it's not something you can easily do on a DAW. It's kind of like Eurorack modular synth focused. It's kind of old school. And I find it very liberating, and I like recording in that way because you create a sonic painting that is kind of point in time. Though we record it into our Zoom R24 so we can actually replay it. And we've talked about this before, kind of like how The Who would do Barbara O'Reilly or Won't Get Fooled Again off a reel-to-reel. We can run our R24 and mute and unmute tracks and use all this analog strange modulation and get it to sound exactly as it was, or run it through a performance mixer and change it, or run it through some of our analog gear and actually change it. So it becomes something that we can still utilize. We can bring it into our Morphogene from Make Noise, which is a Eurorack module. And anybody who's heard some of our songs like If Love Has No Ceiling, Why Is My Heart on the Floor? It basically took a Phantom Electric Ghost song and kind of ran it inside out to create this very down tempo sound that we like. It's very much like the sound of Falling Apart, the kind of Ditch trilogy Neil Young did with Tonight's the Night is kind of the feel we're trying to get with that, or Time Fades Away, or On the Beach. If you've heard those albums, they've got that kind of down tempo Crazy Horse sound, which is very famous for its indie artistry in a way that it kind of set the trend for a lot of the emo alternative bands like Pearl Jam and Nirvana and Who's to Do. It created that kind of sonic possibility that you can be somewhat imprecise, somewhat sloppy, but have a lot of feeling and be able to bring to the table something that means a lot. And maybe it's not got pop sensibilities. It's not Beatle-esque. It's more, Velvet Underground-like, or Big Star Third-like. That's the kind of thing we're going for. So we'll talk to you later, and hope you enjoy this episode.
Dissonance, synthetic stuff, dissonance, CP love. Dissonance, CV stuff, hard case, synthwave fuck, dissonance, electro lust, know you want, not the bust. Dissonance, synthwave stuff, and dark pop, we'll fuck it up. Dissonance, synthwave pop, dark wave, think about it a lot. When I think of her, I get more than disturbed. I know it's a curse. Don't go nowhere on this earth without thinking about her. Dark pop, synthwave stuff, way low up. Dark pop, the synthwave stuff, way low up. confused, no lose, no confused, no lose, no allegory, allegory, part of story, allegory, I lived in morning glory, allegory, another horror story, horror story, the loss of you, the loss of you, loss of you, loss of you, bleeps, beps, bobs, loose, and talk, and walk, and talk, and walk, loose, beps, bobs, bleeps, beps, and loss, all about that loss, all I know the cause, bleeps, blips, and bobs, I still feeling it from this cause, bleeps, bips, and drops, bleeps, bips, and bobs, still reeling from the cause. Bleeps, bips, and bobs, but they're still reeling from that loss. Bleeps, bips, and bobs. Wanna touch that ass even if you got lots. Yeah, touch that ass even if you don't have a talk. Don't wanna talk. Blips, bips, and bobs. You lost, it don't stop. I still wanna talk. After in that ass when it's hard to walk. Blips, bips, and bobs. You got to go to one talk. Blips, bips, and bobs. You got to go to one talk. You got to go to take that midnight walk. You got to go to take that midnight walk. You got to go and take that talk. When the drugs get that walk. Blips, bobs, blips, bobs, blips, and bobs. You're taking that and never stop. all frustrated, preconditional, aggravated, irrational. This ain't just past Dirty hands, in the pocket of every nation of the land. Dirty hands, from the county courthouse to the hands. Dirty hands, from the county courthouse to the top of the land. Dirty hands, got a pocket, got a pocket, got 'em all, got 'em all. Like you hit that chemical off the side, off the side. Hands, gonna play it, gonna do it. Everyone's frustrated. Dirty hands, dirty hands. Up to that man, you don't live or die. To that man, if it's alive, it's alive. Selling out the nation for your own gratification. Selling out your nation for your own personal gratification. Dirty hand, dirty hand. Selling out the nation for your own personal gratification. Selling out the nation for your own personal gratification. Everyone acts like they don't see it, like they don't see it. Everyone acts like they don't see it. Everyone acts like they can't believe it. Everyone knows you're a deceiver. Everyone, for all the true believers. Dirty hands, selling it out the pocket, like an 8-ball inside. Dirty hands, are you killing man? Currency of the USA is a thing. Whatever you want, say the currency of the USA is do whatever you want to, play however you want to play. Dirty hand, dirty hand. But do whatever you want to do today. Your enemy is a friend of mine. Enemy is a landmine. Enemy, all you don't understand. Enemy is such a good man. Such a good man. Long as he buys my hotel. Long as he buys my hotel. As long as you buy my hotel room, we can be friends real soon.
Selling out the nation, selling out everyone, selling out the nation, depending on one. Word is born, word is born. The underlying currency is shit. Word is born, but the underlying currency is shit. Word is bond, but the underlying currency is fixed. Word is bond, but the underlying currency is shit. Word is bond, but the underlying currency is fixed. 'Cause you're rich. Word is bond, but the underlying currency is fixed. It's shit. It's shit. 'Cause you're rich. 'Cause you're rich. It's a big fix. Big fix. 'Cause you're rich. 'Cause you're rich. It's a big fix. Underlying currency is the shit. You could blame the rich. You could blame that Mitch. 'Cause the underlying currency is shit. You could blame that Mitch.